So sick of this fad. I'm so sick of this trend. I don't know why kids keep thinking this is a proper way to let out whatever issues they have going on at school or at home. When situations like this happen, no one usually knows where the security guard or officers are at until it's too late. And in this particular situation, you have the principal tackling the school shooter. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Taking you now to this, you're watching dramatic new video coming out of Oklahoma this morning. Here you see a high school principal bursting into action, tackling this would-be gunman and disarming him right in the hallway. Spencer Humphrey from our News Nation station in Oklahoma City with the story.
There's no audio, but the footage speaks for itself. Pauls Valley High School principal Kirk Moore heroically tackling a gunman attempting to shoot students inside the school's lobby. Security camera timestamps show it all happened right at 2:19 p.m. last Tuesday. The suspected shooter, a former student.
How do you make it that far? Why do they always make it through the school doors?
20-year-old Victor Hawkins. You see Hawkins enter the school waving a gun, then pacing around slowly behind a vending machine. Two students sit on benches feet away. It's a little hard to tell because there's no audio, but Hawkins' arrest affidavit says during this time he actually tried to fire a shot at a student, but his gun jammed, and that's when he went behind that vending machine. Seconds later, he steps out and fires a shot. A female student notices and immediately runs the other way. At the same time, Hawkins aims directly at one of the students on those benches. The student lifts his hands in the air. Court documents say he asked Hawkins not to shoot him. Then comes Principal Moore to the rescue, barreling at full speed out of his office, tackling Hawkins.
That's a football tackle.
Onto the bench, giving that student a chance to run to safety. If you look closely, Hawkins actually points his gun point blank at Moore's head when he exits his office. It's unclear exactly when, but court documents say he managed to shoot Moore in his leg. Seconds later, the assistant principal runs out as well, taking Hawkins' gun and putting it inside the office, while an injured Moore continues laying on top of Hawkins until police get there.
I have to start with a massive thank you for that administrator.
Mo Kennedy is the executive director of the National Association of School Resource Officers. He says there's no two ways about it.
For him to take that action, seeing that, the danger to his students, to his staff, others in the building, that is heroic.
Unequivocally, Moore and that assistant principal are nothing short of heroes.
There's no question that is above and beyond. And again, I don't even know him, but I'm really proud of him.
With all that said, the video also reveals something concerning. Take a look at the first moment Hawkins walks in the building. See that? It's someone's arm pushing the door open for him. We reached out to the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, who confirmed to us Hawkins was able to get in the building because that person opened that locked door. OSBI telling us they do not...
How did that person not see the gun that he was carrying?
Suspect the person was working in coordination with Hawkins, instead merely doing what they thought was a favor to someone needing to get inside.
And that's human nature. But looking at something like this, you have to realize that when you choose to open the door and let someone in, that can create this type of situation.
He says there's multiple layers to school security, from physical barriers like locks and doors, or security systems like cameras and alarms. But equally as important, having a culture and climate of safety.
So I like to go ahead and tip my hat to the principal. Taking action, leading by example. With him being older, being able to tackle the guy, subdue him, we definitely need more people like him. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.